Choosing to go online versus in person is a very personal choice for most people. As you approach this decision, you may need to balance your desire for in-person treatment against other factors like accessibility and cost. Let's explore some of the pros and cons of each of these options. Online care is super flexible and has become more and more popular. You can do it from almost anywhere, which is perfect if you've got a busy schedule or you're always on the move. It may be more affordable too, especially when you factor in cutting out travel costs. Plus, it can be even more private. No bumping into someone you know in the waiting room. And if you live in an area where there isn't an abundance of in-person DBT therapy or coaches, it may be the only choice. Of course, online care isn't for everyone. Some people really value face-to-face connection. They find it more engaging and helpful. And if you're someone who needs a bit of structure, keeping on track with online sessions might be a bit challenging. There's something special about being in the same room with your therapist, coach, or group. It can make the treatment feel more real and more immediate. And for some, it's easier to stay committed when they have a set place and time for their session. Of course, in-person programs tend to be a bit pricier and more time-consuming, especially if there's travel involved. And DBT practitioners and centers may not be available in your area. Finally, you might be able to find a middle path here. For example, you might do individual therapy in person and combine that with an online group. Okay, deep breath. It's time to talk about the insurance puzzle. Insurance can make or break access to DBT in terms of affordability and what's available to you. If you have insurance, it's really important to understand what your insurance covers. Does it support online sessions? Are there restrictions on who you can see or what programs you can join? I know this may all sound intimidating right now, but a quick chat with your insurance provider or a deep dive into your policy can answer these questions, helping you choose a path that's affordable and right for your goals. Keep an eye out for whether or not your insurance covers individual therapy or coaching, if it covers skills groups, and if it offers benefits for online courses. You'll also want to know how many sessions or groups it'll cover or how long the coverage lasts. One additional thing to keep in mind here is that just because you have insurance doesn't mean working with a provider that accepts insurance will be less expensive. When using insurance, there's typically a copay amount that your insurance will offer. For many people, the cost of the copay is comparable or more than the cost of online programs that might not accept insurance. Finally, some people can work with their doctors to get a letter of necessity that allows them to apply for their insurance to cover for some cost of the program that doesn't typically accept it. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of this video, and indeed our whole series on navigating DBT. Now it's time to take the next step. If you're still unsure, don't worry. We put together a simple online quiz that'll help you take the next step with confidence. Thank you so much for taking the time with me to understand DBT, and I look forward to supporting your journey toward a healthier and happier life.